guys, this is Mark. I'm coming to you live with a Danger Dark World deck profile. Alright, so this is something I've been constructing for quite some time, and I've been playtesting it using some different cards to help synergize this deck and make it flow a lot more smoothly during tournaments whatsoever. I did try this out at one locals. I got third place with it. Today is our local tourney, so I'm going to try it out and see. I'm going to also be posting up some dual commentary videos with this deck against my opponents. And this is actually a 51 card build deck profile with the Danger Dark Worlds. And let's get cracking. So for starters, we gotta run 3 Grapha, right? Grapha is your good card, especially going second. It's a level 8, it's 2700 attack, 1800 defense. When it's discarded by when it's discarded by a card effect, you can pop a card on the field, and it's not a hard once per turn, so you can keep shuffling this back to your hand, activate a danger, get this popped. When this is popped, you can pop a card on the field, or even using like Dark World dealings and card destruction, it'll kick off. It also has a summon effect where it's able to special summon itself from the graveyard by bouncing back a Dark World monster you control on the field. Alright, I run 3 Brow just for the draw power, especially this helps get into your combo plays. It is a level 3, it has 1400 attack, 800 defense. If it's discarded, you can just draw 1. Another Dark World monster that I run is Beige. Beige and Grapha is a 2-card combo right there, because when Beige is popped or discarded to the graveyard by a card effect, you can special summon it back from the graveyard. Then Grapha's effect, where it's able to special summon itself by bouncing back a Dark World. So you can bounce this back, do a danger, get this popped again, and then special summon it, and then you can do Grapha. And then one thing about this combo with Grapha and Beige is that you can constantly, link away Grapha and then have Beige get special summoned again and reborn Grapha again. And it's pretty good. Run double Snow just for the searcher to get Dark World cards, whatever cards you need to continue off of your combo plays, especially going first or second. And then last Dark World monster I run is 1 Guru, because especially like going second, you don't want, especially against Sky Striker decks, you don't want them to kick off by using their own Sky Striker spell cards when they don't control anything on their main monster zone. But this one, when this is discarded, you can special summon it to your opponent's side of the field. And then if it's discarded by a Dark World card, you can actually have your opponent discard a card. So when this is special summoned, you yourself is the opponent, alright? Because this is in your opponent's possession, so then you have to discard a card, and that will help, get rid of some cards on their side of the field as well. Alright, so that's it for the Dark World monsters that we run in this deck. Moving on to some cards that I run that help with this deck is 2 Shaddoll Beast. Just because of its draw effect, when it's sent to the graveyard by a card effect, you can draw a card. It is a 2200 beater. It's at level 5. Also, this helps with Super Polymerization, because I do run Super Poly here. You can Super Poly this on the field going first, and then have Shaddoll Winda come out on your opponent's turn. Alright, that's it. And then I run 1 Zephyros. Alright, Zephyros is just another extender for myself, especially when it gets popped by activating a danger's effect. This gets sent to the grave. You can bounce back that danger and then special summon this, and then you can go into your rank 4s, and it's pretty good. I mean, even though it's a hard once per duel, it's still effective, I would say. Okay, so that's it for that. Moving on to the danger cards that I run 3 Danger Bigfoot, 3 Danger Thunderbird. I know I wasn't able to pull another Ultra. As you can see, I do have a secret rare there, but it's okay. Rarities don't matter with myself. But yes, I run 3 Bigfoot, 3 Danger Thunderbird. They are big beaters. They're also level 8s. There's some cards in here that I run help synergize with this deck, especially drawing into my combo cards. And and good effect when it's popped. A Bigfoot can pop a face-up card on the field, and then Thunderbird just pops a set cards on the field. I run 3 Danger Mothman. Okay, Danger Mothman is good. It's a level 4 against your rank 4s. It's also, its discarded effect really helps out with the Dark Worlds and the dangers. Alright, so you can actually, when this gets popped, you can draw 1, discard 1, discard a danger, or not a danger, discard a Dark World, and then you can kick off its effects from there. The other rank 4 or level 4 that I run here is Chupacabra, just so I can get my monsters out from the grave, especially like Thunderbird or Bigfoot, just to go into my other XYZ monsters. I run 2 Jackalope. Alright, Jackalope just to get my monsters out on the field. For example, my level 8s or my level 4s, this helps out. I run double Tsuchinoko. Alright, Tsuchinoko is an extra special summon from the grave, and then you can use this to like tribute off, so you can bring out Beast going first. I do run 1 Ogopoko because it is another level 8 that I run. Also the Foolish Burial effect, so that way I can just get a Chupacabra to revive it back. And then 1 Nessie. It's sad how Nessie got hit. I mean, to 1, having it at 2 was really good, but then having to cut it, that's why I replaced it with Ogopoko. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Nessie just helps get the danger cards from your deck to your hand. The other 2 cards I run, especially going second, if I was to go second, is double Nibiru. Alright, have them complete their board. Once they have 5 summons, slam the big rock on top of them, and then wait for next turn. Going second, you can just OTK them next. Alright, so that's it for the monsters. Going into the spells, I run 2 Gates of the Dark World. This is just to help get my combos started and going. I can banish a Fiend, discard a Fiend from hand, and then draw 1 card. And especially like using this with the Dark World monsters is really good. Even with a Chupacabra, you can discard Chupacabra and then revive back a danger from the deck or from the graveyard. I do run a hefty load of darks, so running a Lure of Darkness just for draw power. Double Dark World dealings just to kick off the dangers and the Dark World's effects, and it also helps get into my combo place. And then when I was talking about earlier, the reason why I run a hefty load of level 8s is because trade-in. Grapha's a level 8, Danger Bigfoot's a level 8, Thunderbird's a level 8, and Ogopoko's a level 8, just so I can get +2. Grapha's effect though does not work with trade-in. Alright, so if you discard Grapha and you draw 2 cards, Grapha's effect will not kick off. Right, this will only help with like the dangers, so like Bigfoot, Thunderbird, and Ogopoko will get their effects from the discarded effect with trade-in. And then moving on, I run 1 Upstart Goblin just so I can just get a plus card on my hand. 1 card destruction just so I can get rid of my opponent's cards in his hand and then help me combo off with my cards in my hand. And then the last draw cards is Pot of Avarice. 1 Pot of Avarice, you know, running a hefty load of dangers. You want to get those dangers back into your deck, so you can just draw 2 cards extra. Alright, so that's it for the draw cards. Moving on to the other cards that I run in here. I run, like what I mentioned earlier, double Super Polymerization, just so I can help out. This helps going first and second. Alright, it does help going first and second. And then I run 1 Danger Response Team. All you need is 1. Do not run 2. 2 is too bricky. Alright, all you need is 1. I mean, you can just, and it, because it's only used once per turn anyways. So that's why I just use 1, because all you need is for either going second. Alright, and then 1 monster reborn. Okay, so that's it. That completes the lineup for the main deck. Once again, it's 51. Okay, moving on to the extra deck. Alright, I do run 1 IP Masquerena for going first. Nightmare Phoenix just to get rid of back row, and then to help with IP Masquerena, you can go into Unicorn, so that way you can, you know, interrupt your opponent's turn. I do run a hefty loads of darks, like what I mentioned earlier, but different types. So I run Curious just so I can get like some cards into the grave, and especially like if this mills the beast, should all beasts, I can draw 1 card. This helps also get Zephyros into the grave, so I can use it, and yeah, it's pretty good. Then the other link monster I use is Zeroboros, because the field spell allows me to banish. Also a Lure of Darkness helps me to banish. And then this one, it's a really good effect, is when monster is summoned to a link pointer, you banish all cards on the field, and then your next standby phase, this come back. Alright, so you can bring this out, sit on it, and then have your opponent special summon a monster or normal summon a monster to a link pointer, and then this will kick off its effect, and then when it's my next turn, this will come out, and then it gains 200 attack for every card that's banished. And then the last link monster that I run for the OTK is the Borosaur Dragon. Alright, this has helped like many times playtesting. Borosaur was always the go-to. Okay, moving on to the XZ monsters that I run 1 Abyss Dweller for going first, Dagaris, because I do run a hefty load of level 4s, and this helps with this draw effect. I know my next turn I lose my draw phase, but still this drawing 2 cards and then discarding 1 helps kick off with the dangers, also kick off with the Dark World cards. I run 1 Coach King Giant Trainer. The reason why is 3 level 8s. Alright, overlay 3 level 8s. If you discard, or if you detach 1 material from this card, you get to draw a card, and if it's a monster, your opponent takes 800 damage. And then you also keep the cards that you draw, so you can get +3 cards with this. And it's really good, 2800 attack, and then I said 2000 defense. I won 1 Degrisu just so we can get rid of monsters on the field. And yeah, it's also a protector too for any destruction with other cards. 1 Hope Harbinger for going first to get rid of any spells. First spell that's to be activated will be attached, and then also if they try to attack into like your window, just so you can kill it, you can use Hope Harbinger's effect to detach 1 material and then redirect it to him, and he's a 3000 attack. 1 Galaxy Eye Cypher Dragon. This is just a name, so I can overlay into Galaxy Eye's full armor Photon Dragon, just so I can pop cards on the field. It is a 4000 attack too, so I can actually OTK with just even the XYZs too. Alright, so that's it for the XZ's monsters. Moving to the super poly targets, I do run 1 El Shaddai Winda. Going first, you can stop your opponent from special summoning more than 1. Okay, 1 Chimera, Cyberus monsters are going to be coming. Cyberus decks are going to be coming out a lot, especially like Salamangreat. And then the last one is Draco Stapelia. Alright, the reason I run Draco Stapelia is because of pendulum decks. Even now that with the Shaddai's coming out, or the Shaddai structure deck coming out, Master Row 5, you have this now. I do have some other cards that I'm planning to add on. It's just not here yet. But yes, this storyline is just going to be based on the Dark World deck, Danger Dark World deck that I'm constructing right now. Okay, so moving on to the side deck, I do run Double Vanity's Fiend, just in case I have to input him into my deck and then prevent my opponent from special summoning. To stop those Orcus decks from banishing. Even Shaddai's, this can actually help against Shaddai's or even Thunder Dragons, prevent them from banishing 3 Lancia. 3 systems down, just to get rid of Sky Striker monsters because they are machines, and also helps with Orcus. 3 Epidemic Virus. Okay, the reason why I stop Sky Strikers, especially, or even burn decks, call traps. You have to send it all to the grave. Alright, 2 Anti-Spell Fragrance, just for pendulums and also Sky Striker decks. And then the last one is there can be only 1. Run 2, there can only be 1. I mean, my deck has different types of monsters in it, so yeah, that's pretty much it. This deck is really interesting, good synergy cards in it, and yeah, I can't wait to try it out our locals today. Hopefully see how it goes, and then I will be posting the dual commentary videos afterwards. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. I will be posting more videos on this. This will be actually called the Journey of Dark Worlds, Danger Dark World deck. Alright, this is journey number one, journey number 1. And then we'll have some other cards that are going to be trying out just to see how it works together with it. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So this is Mark logging off. Peace.